next day. I'm working on the Range Rover, and let's scan it, see what we got. Okay, that light is in the red, meaning it won't pass the smog. Okay, let's see what's wrong with it. Let's go to pendant codes. Let's escape. Land Rover. There it is, 1451. And as you see in the corner, one of 16 codes. Let's see what we got. I cut you back on. Okay, that's what you got, 1451. See right here. 1414, 1482. That's an evap code. Evap. 1451. Same as the first one. Mass airflow. Circuit. Possible airflow sensor. Cam position sensor. Bank 1. Circuit A. O2 sensor. P0134. O2 sensor. Possible the same code. Bank 2 sensor 1. O2 sensor. Bank 1 sensor 1. That's 11 of 16. O2 sensor again. Bank 2 sensor 1. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Okay. So at this point, we got a lot of the same codes. What we're going to do, we're going to clear it. We're going to run it and see what pops up. If they don't come back, at least we got a recording. And as you can see in the corner right there, that says 16 of 16. Okay. Okay. I erased the codes. And the check engine light is off. We need to drive it and see what pops back on. Hopefully we won't have 16. We'll go from there, and that's when we determine what part we're gonna need. Okay, I'm in the Range Rover doing the road test. Not driving far, just, a little bit here and there. I got my work order with me in case I get pulled over. So I know this car definitely gonna need some front brakes and rotors. The rotors are rusty. Hear that noise? Okay. Time you apply the brake. Listen. Yeah. Definitely gonna need, I know the front gonna need it. I don't know about the back right now. We just take it one step at a time on this vehicle. What up, Kurt? Yeah, you can hear those brakes for sure. May take about 20, 30 miles or longer to get that check engine light to come on. All the monitors got it set. Just as if you unplug a computer without cutting it off properly. You disconnect it from the plug, all the monitors got to reset. It's like a battery, or you clear the code, monitors got to be reset. So you're not going to see a check engine light. Not yet. And I'll take it back and park it. Maybe, hopefully, I might see a pending code, or if not, I got to repeat this process. Okay, check engine light came back on as soon as I pulled up. So now we got that P1451 came up. Instead of having 16 codes, that cut it in half. So now we're dealing with 8. Because if you keep driving it, it trigger more codes. So let's see what we got to deal with. Oxygen sensor, bank 1 sensor 1. Oxygen sensor, bank 2 sensor 1. That's upstream. Same code, same code, same code. Okay, bank 2 sensor 2. That's downstream. That's 8 of 8. So what we're going to work with now is do the O2 sensors. We put that on, clear it, and drive it again. It's a process, but it's well worth it. So as you can see, where it says bank 1 sensor 2, bank 2 sensor 2, bank 1 sensor 2, bank 2 sensor 1, bank 1 sensor 1, bank 2 sensor 1. Okay, so that's what it needs. It needs oxygen sensors. Bank 1 sensor 1, upstream. Bank 1 sensor 2, downstream. Bank 2 sensor 1, upstream. So from what I'm getting, it looks like it need the oxygen sensors. So we're going to leave it as that and go from there. And also, I want to mention that P1451, that's an EVAP code. I'm not going to do that one yet. I'm going to deal with the O2 sensors, the oxygen sensors first. Clear that, and then work to this P1451. So it looked like it has 2 problems, which is throwing up 6 codes. In the beginning, no, it has 2 problems throwing up 8 codes. In the beginning, that was 16 when I first started. But if you keep driving it, like I said, it's gonna bring up more codes. So we're gonna start with the oxygen sensors, drive it. Let's see if we can get that 1 out of 8 right there. Let's see if we can get that down. Okay. As an Arizona vehicle, we're in California. We got to get this truck small. California emissions is one of the toughest emissions out there, i.e., automotive, over and out.